Welcome to Discussions with LKN, where LKN gets into technology discussions and shares his expertise on several topics. I'm LKN. In this series of podcasts, I'll be initiating the talks on the fourth industrial revolution or the Industry 4.0. Let's get started. With the ever increasing demands of humans, there is always a need to explore, experiment, and improve, which constantly helps us cater to various needs of our own demands in unique ways. One such catering methods gave rise to what we call as industry revolution. Well, the industry revolution has brought many changes to our lives. It all started in early 18th century when the first industrial revolution started, where manufacturers started using steam power, water operated machines, and other tools for production, reducing the manual labor. Then came the second industrial revolution in early 19th century, which used the electricity as well as steel, uh, which were introduced in manufacturing. This revolution also gave birth to the concepts of huge assembly lines and mass production and helped in optimizing the productivity and reducing the manufacturing cost. Then in early 1950s, the industry experienced a sudden shift when analog systems were replaced by the digital ones. This became possible due to the evolution of the electronic devices. It was the time when the manufacturing sector experienced digital automation for the first time. The actual commencement of Industry 3.0 or the third industrial revolution dates back to 1970. This didn't stop there. The technology continued developing at a faster pace, and another industrial revolution seemed to be at the doorsteps. And it actually started on or early or during the early 2011. This is the Industry 4.0 or the fourth industrial revolution. Today, we will learn what the Industry 4.0 is or the fourth industrial revolution is all about. So, now we'll start a quick definition of Industry 4.0 or industry or fourth industrial revolution. Well, Industry 4.0 is a new phase of industrial revolution where the major focus is on interconnectivity, automation, machine learning, and real-time data. It is also called as IIoT, Industrial Internet of Things, and smart manufacturing, where physical operations joins with the digital technology, big data, and machine learning, which creates a whole new ecosystem of interconnected devices for manufacturing and supply. This revolution enables manufacturers to have a look at every aspect of their business in real time. Mainly, it is IoT that allows the interconnectivity between various equipments and optimizes the productivity. IoT includes some important concepts such as ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning, digitalization, AI, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, real time analysis, big data, and cyber physical systems. These systems combined are benefiting the industry in following ways. The first one is it attracts the younger workforce. Second one is it optimizes operations. Third one is it develops collaboration among working teams. Fourth and the final one is it identifies any problem in equipment or operations at the very early stages. So this was all about defining Industry 4.0. But here rises a question. Who should invest in these technologies to implement Industry 4.0 in industry? Answer is simple. Industry 4.0 systems are the best option for those who are in a competitive and tech savvy industry. It is also important for those who want to optimize their supply chains and digitalize their businesses, which in turn increases the profitability and productivity. After a detailed introduction of Industry 4.0, let's take a deeper look into what has been achieved so far using the IT as a backbone for enabling the fourth industrial revolution. Well, the number one is the value chain in supply chain management. Industry 4.0 has made it lenient for industries to keep an eye on their supply chain by providing them data visibility across the entire supply chain. Industries are using this system to deliver their products supply faster, cheaper, and with better quality to the market. The second one is in the analytical solutions. Industry 4.0 systems allows the industries to see the virtual future of their businesses. It means the companies can detect the potential crisis or problems they are going to face in future before the crisis actually takes place using the Industry 4.0 systems. These systems sense the problems in machinery and tell what should be fixed to avoid bigger issues in the future. In simple words, the Industry 4.0 has transformed the preventive approach of business to the predictive approach. The third one is the smart factories. Let's first look what a smart factory is. In a smart factory, all the machines, logistic chains, and the engineering works communicate with each other in the production process to ensure the double efficiency using the available resources. This is done by the use of IT, especially big data, cloud computing, cyber physical systems, and the IoT, which lays the base for value chains and offers standard and secure connection among the systems involved in the production process. So this brings to the conclusion part of the podcast. Industry 4.0 or the fourth industrial revolution was always meant to bring automation into the industrial sector. We see that this concept has been majorly successful. The automation in industry has resulted in effective cost utilization, increased productivity, and better quality. Technology never stops, it is still evolving and is continuously headed towards improvement and advancement. The advancing technology is now taking the industry towards the next industrial revolution. So stay tuned for the next episodes on how these IT based technologies are revolutionizing the industry. Well, that brings us to the end of this episode. Thanks for joining us during the amazing discussion of Industry 4.0 or the fourth industrial revolution. We hope that the information we shared was beneficial to you. As always, thanks for listening to Discussions with LKN. With this, I conclude this episode. I have also started my own blog, lokeshlkn.com. Please do follow, subscribe, and share. Do read the blogs. I am assuming that they will be informative to you if at all you are interested in this series of podcast. Well, thanks a lot. With that, signing off, LKN.